What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Let's Play series. It is currently episode 5, and the very first thing I just noticed that drown right there. he's on fire because it's light out. But first thing we're gonna do today is actually name our puppy over here. And instead of picking a comment, I know I told you guys to comment, but instead of picking a comment, I think I am just going to go ahead and name him myself. So what I'm going to name him, I'm going to take this name tag right here, throw it in here. It's actually going to be a her, and her name is going to be Riley, as that's what I want to name my dog in the future. I want to get a German Shepherd. That is like my dream dog, and I want to name her Riley. Absolutely adorable. But anyways, let's get started on some things that we got to get finished today. So I'll see you over at the slime farm. Alright guys, so I just got done with the item collection rail. As you can see, I just put some powered rails and rails down here, and then a hopper minecart. And basically what happens if I hop back over here and go up here without the cart coming and hitting me. So we got a powered rail on top of a hopper, and then that's going into a comparator, going into a solid block with a redstone behind it, going up into this full block right here, which is powering this repeater right here, giving power to this block, which is in turn powering this rail right here. But basically what happens if I throw down some blocks for the minecart to pick up, as you can see there, it actually stops and it kind of unloads all of it. And what's happening is that's turning this comparator on, because there are blocks in this hopper powering this block, unpowering this, unpowering that, which is unpowering that, which unpowers that, which unpowers this rail. So it's basically like a long chain, and then those blocks are then dispensed. Actually, let me go around, and those blocks are dispensed in the chest over here. So what's going to happen with this system right here is actually, as you can see, we got all 56. We're going to put magma blocks on top of it. The hopper minecart's going to suck the slime balls through the magma blocks, and then it's going to pick them up and then drop them over in these chests. And eventually I decided just to take out this bottom layer and use it as my item collection area. We've been getting so many slime, it doesn't really matter whether or not this is a valid platform chunk or not. So I think I'm going to go with this, and I'll see you when I'm done with it. Alright guys, so I got a slime down at the bottom chunk, and I think I'm going to show you just exactly how this system is going to work. So I'm going to hop over here, and as you can see, he's taking damage, and he would be blocked off in there, so he would consistently take damage. So let's go back and see how he breaks like that, and then those guys are going to take some damage just like that. And then if we go back over here, okay, so look at this slime ball right here. You can see how that one was picked up. These ones probably won't get picked up because they're on the edge, and that would never happen because this is going to be blocked off. I might put glass here, I'm not really too sure yet, but we'll eventually figure it out, and we'll eventually get an entrance other than the scaffolding blocks down here. So I think I'm going to actually get working on that, and then we can finish this little area down here. So as you can see, another one just fell down. This thing is putting out so much slime, and I'm already at, I think, about almost 5 stacks of slime, which is crazy. See how you can see how that was picked up right there, and that one's probably going to get picked up in like 2 seconds. Maybe not, but you can see we got four stacks and 2, and yep, that one was just picked up. So it should probably come up here in just a second. Any second now. Any second. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. There you go. So that one slime ball was put up in there. So the system's working absolutely fantastic, and I can actually hear another slime. I'm not really sure which platform it is exactly, but I think I'm gonna just get started on the glass and the entrance into this, and then we might just put slabs down here so slime can't spawn, and then this is just going to be where all the slime is. And I'm eventually going to put stairs up there, I think, or something, or maybe take that chest out completely so that those can be spawning spaces, because I don't believe they can spawn on transparent blocks. So yeah, let's just get started on it. Alright guys, so before we get started on the entrance in the glass, I just put this netherrack right here really quick, just because I can kind of instant mine it with my pick right now, but I changed up the system to have 4 chests, so it's going to split up the slime pretty good, so I guess I can show you just exactly how it's going to work. We can throw all of this over here, and it's going to get picked up and it's going to get evenly distributed between these 2 chests, and then move up to those ones, and then there's kind of like a protection chest back over there just in case those ones fill up. These will instantly fill up after, but as you can see, that got picked up and the rail probably already went up. So as you can see, actually, you know what, I guess they're not going to evenly get distributed. I guess these ones are going to fill up before these ones, which isn't really what I wanted, but that's not really that big of a deal. As long as they're kind of coming over here, it's cool too. I might end up making this room a little bit smaller because I don't want it to be this giant open space where nothing's really used, so I'm not really too sure what I'm going to do with this. If you guys have any ideas, maybe leave a comment and I'll look through those and maybe implement one of those. But right now I think I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. And I'm not sure where I'm going to put the entrance. Probably, I'm debating if I want to put it from that side down here or from the back down. I'm going to think for a little bit and then I'm going to come back and then we can get started on that. Alright guys, so I just got finished putting in the iron golems. As you can see, we got 3 right there. I originally was going to put in 4, but 3 looks like it'll probably be enough. I am not really too sure how aggro in slimes works, but as long as most of them come over here, I'm not really too worried about the rates, or else I would have put one like right here on every single floor, but I kind of spaced them out so that they kind of just evenly go throughout. So if you go up there, so you got the bottom end of that guy and the top end of that guy, so hopefully those slimes will go for one of them, and then you got the top of that guy, and then this one's going straight for him. And then this one right here, you can see it's going to go to the bottom. I'm thinking I might actually put another guy right here that seems to be smart, unless, I mean, maybe I'll hold off on that, and if there's some slimes that are just walking up here and not falling off, maybe I'll add another guy. But right now I think this should be good. So I'm going to go ahead and switch all of this wall over and the sides and get everything capped off. So I think I'm just going to time-lapse that and maybe do a time-lapse chat. So yeah, let's get started. Alright guys, so for this time-lapse chat, the first thing we're going to actually talk about is the fact that I am currently out of school. I am on winter break as of a few days ago. So I finished my first semester of college, and that went pretty well. I got some pretty decent grades. Could have done better, but you know, I'm definitely learning from it, and that's the most important thing. I know what I got to do for the upcoming semesters in order to get the grades that I need in order to progress and get into a medical school later on. But yeah, so I'm currently done, and what that means for this channel is that I'm actually going to try and upload quite a bit more. I do have a few episodes already filmed. I just need to edit them and upload them. So that's actually what I'm doing right now during this chat. I'm editing the video that you're watching, and I'm going to try and edit another one and schedule those uploads for sometime this week. When this video comes up, it's probably a few days past when I've edited it, so I'm going to actually schedule those a little bit later in the week, and YouTube has this function where you can actually schedule uploads for a certain time, or you can actually just push publish, I believe, like on your phone or something, because I'm not bringing my desktop computer back to my parents' house from my apartment, so I'm just going to leave it here, but I think that's it for this time-lapse chat. Just a super short one. Quick time-lapse of me doing the walls and stuff and changing everything over, so let's get right back into the video. Alright guys, so I just mapped out the entrance down to the slime farm. So this is what it's going to look like, and I'm going to change everything over to stone brick. I'm still not liking how big this room is. I might kind of cut off this section over here or something, just so it's a little bit smaller and not so like open like this. But for right now, I'm just gonna leave the entrance kind of not finished. I'm just going to open it up a little bit more, and then we're going to go get working on something else, so I'll see you then. Alright guys, so I'm back over at the main base right now, and over in this chest we got kind of the materials for what we're going to get started on next. Off camera I did a ton of exploring kind of over in that direction. I have yet to do anything over there, but actually over there I found a mending book librarian, which his trade was for 30 emeralds, which is kind of expensive because I have seen them for as low as like 10 or something like that. Which it's expensive, but it is just a mending book anyway. So eventually later down the road, I'm gonna go get that guy and bring him over here. But over here in this, you can see all the different saplings that we got. We got our acacia, which will get us enough wood for the future base that we are going to build, because this is kind of a lot on the pallet. So we're gonna place those down. We got some spruce right here. We got some jungle and some dark oak. So I think I'm gonna probably put these guys down over here, and the acacia, well, let's do the jungle in this big open area so that it can be a 2x2, and then we'll put another one and another one of these 2x2s, and then for these we can do a 2x2 of that one and a 2x2 there. But the acacia, we're gonna have to do single ones, so we need to find some space for that. So I think like right here will be fine, and right there, and right here, and right there. And eventually, when we get this all kind of cleared out, we can put some more trees down, which would be extremely nice. But also in this block, you can see I found a obviously found a desert, so we got some sand and some cactus. So we're gonna make a quick little cactus farm. So we need this, and we're also going to make a cocoa bean farm. So first, actually, let's make the cocoa bean farm. Not that way. We're just gonna put it right here because we're really not gonna need that much cocoa beans. So we're gonna throw 6 down like that and throw them on there and let those grow up. So throw those in here, and then the rest of this can go. First thing we're going to do is make some planks. So put that and that. So we got some planks there, and let's put a chest down to get some of the stuff out of our inventory. So all of this can go. We need that though. So three signs should be enough. But so let's. This isn't going to be a like a. I don't know what to say. This isn't going to be a giant farm. This is just kind of in the beginning. It's going to be kind of small, so eventually down the road we can build a giant cactus farm when we get into the industrial furnace and stuff like that we're going to be building later, because those are good to put in the furnaces for XP. But let's kill this guy. I'm surprised I didn't kill him on the first try. That's 10 damage. I don't think a chicken can take that much. Must not have been like a full hit or whatever. But so how this is going to work is we're going to grab some stone bricks, go back on the side and throw a sign there. And I didn't mean to type that, but I'm going to leave it. So let's put that there. One more sign and put one more down just like that, and then acacia. Oh, those like combined. That's a big tree. I'm going to have to kind of light down a fire eventually and bring it all down. But I think where I'm going to put this chest is right here, and the hopper is going to go right there. And now we're just going to do the exterior of all of this. So boom, boom, and that should be fine there and there. I'm not sure how this water is going to really work, so we're gonna figure it out right now. So let's put that right there. Or actually, that should be a block. We'll just put that there. And how are these going to combine? So, as you can see, that doesn't work very well. So I think the easiest fix, and I'm going to probably make a lot of people mad when doing this, but we're going to put that there, that there, and then throw this back up. So now if they go in this hopper, they get shot over to this chest over here. And then let's throw that block there, and we can still open it. And that's how that is going to work. So let's kind of just cover this up. Like I said, I know it's kind of ugly. It's not something that's going to be rather permanent. It's probably just going to be here for a few episodes so that we can get some more cactus and get the dyes, and probably use the cactus later in some farms. So I'm gonna just keep building this up so that the cactus doesn't land over here, and then let's put some lighting down so that nothing can spawn up there, and that should be good. So I'm gonna let this run over here. This is I'm pretty sure the spawn chunks, so I keep saying slime because we're over at the slime farm, but these are the spawn chunks, so these should kind of run continuously even if we're not here. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Yeah, this is kind of ugly, but we're gonna let that run. And oh, look how cute, Riley. Okay, but I think the next thing that we are going to do is going to be over in the spider slime area, so let's go fix that up and let's go over there. Alright guys, so we just headed back over to the slime farm, and a problem I am noticing is the slime's actually jumping over and landing on this block right here, which isn't going to be that great, but I think it's really not that big of a deal. I still hear a slime, so I guess we can wait for him to where is he? I wonder if he's gonna fall off. And I'm not hearing him, so, or not seeing him, so let's go up to the top, and I think he's above us, so we'll go up to the top and see if he's just roaming around. Nope. Is he down below? So he must be down below, so let's, oh, there he is. So this level, that's kind of weird he doesn't aggro this guy right here, because he really should. Okay, so there they are. They are aggroing him. That is kind of weird. I don't know why that wasn't working, but it's fine by me as long as we're getting the slime. So let's go see how many slime balls we have. Let's go down to the bottom. And I'm glad we got this tunnel in, because then I don't have to jump down to the bottom anymore. And yep, so we are slowly gaining some slime balls, and I guess we can watch this kind of get emptied into here. Gotta eat really quick. There we go. So you can see, yes, they are actually getting split. Some come to this side, sometimes they come to this side. I think it randomly picks a hopper, so as long as they're somewhat even, I am fine with that. Let's go back up here, and I'm gonna finish this off camera, and you guys will probably see it done next episode. But something else I can show you really quick is we got a wither skull. It was kind of on accident. I wasn't really trying to get any wither skulls. I do have looting 3 on my sword, so that's why we probably got that. But we were just looking for some blaze and stuff for some magma cubes. And is there another one that just dropped? Huh. We actually got that guy, which it's good because they're getting started on something we are going to kind of get into later in probably a few more episodes, is getting a beacon and killing the wither. And I actually have a pretty cool way to show you guys how to kill them super easily and without having any problems. So let's get into the next part of the episode. So for the next part of the episode, I think what I am going to get started on here, first I am going to heal up my pick here, but over here I've been thinking about what I want to put over here, and it being just a giant kind of wall over here, I think I know what I'm going to put over here. I think I'm going to put a map wall over here. I've never really done it before. I know how it kind of works though, so I think we're going to get started on it. So we're going to basically just kind of clear this out and just put up a stone brick wall. It doesn't really matter what's behind it. We are going to put some glowstone behind it though, so that the area is a little bit more lit up, and it should be pretty cool. From what I've seen other people, it looks really good, and I think if we incorporate some banners in it too, we can kind of label some things around the map, and eventually, as we get more into later episodes, as we get more and more farms, more and more areas around the map, and we label them, that should be a pretty cool looking map with a lot of labels and a lot of cool structures on it. So let's kind of clear this area out, and then fill it with some stone bricks, and maybe go craft the very first map of the Let's Play. Alright guys, so this is the wall done here. I might, as the ceiling goes up, I might add another block or something, maybe if we raise the ceiling a block or two or something. But this is it. It's, I think 16, I think it's exactly the width, or 15 I think, because it's one less, yeah. Or no, it is 16. So it's 16 blocks across by 4, 5, 6, 3, 5. So there's 5. That was really bad math. I couldn't count there for a second. But it's 16 by 5, I believe, which is going to be a ton of maps. But we got to go hop back over to our base, and we need to grab some materials to craft up some maps and some, what are they, item frames, I think. The Nether always does this. I don't know if my recording software kind of makes this glitch out, but I sit here for like 5 seconds without it loading, and I have a pretty decent PC, so I'm not really too sure if it's just the snapshots or something, but the Nether always takes so long to load, and then like once it loads, it's fine. Like it's not like glitchy or anything. Like I'm not really too sure what that's all about, but as long as it's working, I guess we can. Maybe this isn't loaded when. Either these just haven't gone off yet, or it hasn't been loaded. I'm not really too sure, but let's go take a nap really quick, and then we can grab some materials to craft up some stuff for our maps. So I think the very first place we are going to put is home. My holy mobs. There's a bunch of mobs over there. Scary, huh? But so I think we need paper and a compass. So a compass is made with iron and redstone, and a map is made like that, right? Empty map. So let's just right click, and boom, there's the area. So this is going to be the very first map on there. We do need some more sticks and some leather, so I really should be probably keep breeding those cows over there so that we can get some more leather. Where is all my leather at? Do I 14? Yeah, so yeah, that's all of it. So I'm definitely going to breed those guys up with this wheat that's already grown over here. But we should have enough to make a few item frames, 3. Let me turn these into sticks too, and then we'll use those as well. We can get one more, so we can get 4. Not the most, but that is fine. So maybe I should do another map or two. Yeah, so I'm gonna make a few more maps, and then we can head back over to the spider farm and get started on that. Alright guys, so I just got my 4 maps. So as you can see, this was our first one, this was the one above us, this was the one to the left of us, and this was the one to the right of us. But right here we got our very first cactus from this farm. So it is putting out stuff. It's kind of a small cactus farm, so it's probably going to take a while. Eventually, when we get into the industrial furnace, like I said, we are going to be producing cactus every second or so, maybe a few a second, something like that. We're going to build a giant cactus farm and a way to smelt those in a furnace. And again, this is taking forever. I don't really know what's going on with the Nether. Maybe it is part of the snapshot or something. But we'll hop back over into this one right here, and this is going to the spider slash slime farm. So let's hop in here. We will grab our 4 item frames, and I think we are going to put our base right smack dab in the middle. So let's put them like that. The very first one's going to go there. This is the one up top, I believe. Yeah, and then this is the one to the left. Oh, this is the one to the left. Yep, and then this one, the one to the right. Yep, so we're going to eventually expand this pretty far. It's going to look pretty cool. It's going to look almost like a painting, but yeah, so it's looking pretty sick right now. And we will mark this as our base eventually. And when we move to our spot with the new base, we're probably going to stay generally or probably somewhere around this map. But we will build our bigger base, and that's going to be a little bit more noticeable than our little hut right here. But it's looking pretty good, so I'm going to leave that for now, and throughout the episodes we are going to keep working on this and keep finishing it up. And when we do build something, like let's say we build the villager breeder over here, we can put a banner down there and mark it as villager breeder, and we can see that that is where the villager breeder is, and we'll put one for the base and one for the new base, etc. So that's going to be super cool, and it's going to be kind of a long-term project of ours. But anyways, let's get into the next part of the episode. Alright guys, so we're over in the spawn chunks here with the base and all the bamboo, and I think what we are going to build next is an automatic bamboo farm. So what I'm thinking is these are the spawn chunks, I'm pretty sure. So I'm also pretty sure that the bamboo will be loaded and growing when we are over at the spider slime farm over there. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be running all the time, so it should be pretty efficient and we should be getting a lot. Contrary to this little cactus farm we built, we're actually going to make this one look pretty good, and we're going to make it something that's going to stay for a while. So what I think I'm going to do is build something super simple, but something that's going to be effective and something that's going to yield a lot of bamboo over some time. It's not going to be some huge flying machine farm. Maybe we can get into that later in some later episodes, but for right now I think I'm going to build just a simple bamboo piston cutter, I guess, with I crafted up 20 observers, but I'm pretty sure I'm only going to need one. So yeah, let's get into that. I still need to find a place to put it, but also something we can talk about really quick is we got an Eye of the Ender. So if we get I believe is it seven obsidian, we can craft an ender chest, so we can have a little bit more inventory, as we do have a silk touch pick. We can pick it up now, so we're definitely going to get into that maybe later in this episode or maybe in the next one, depending on how much time we have after building excuse me, after building the bamboo farm. But I guess let's get straight into that, and let me find a place to put it, and then I'll see you over there. Alright guys, so this is the farm pretty much complete. I was not really too sure how high up bamboo grew. I think it's like 13 blocks, so I think I went like 10 here. So just to be safe, this bamboo over here is way higher than this, and it's about the same level, so we should be fine here. But basically what's going to happen is the bamboo is going to grow up, and once this one reaches that level right there, as you probably saw in the time lapse, all of these pistons will be powered, pushing this block out, breaking them off right here, and then pushing them into this hopper. So the very next thing that we need to do is kind of glass this off over here. So I'm going to go for a quick little sand run, and then we're going to get some glass smelted up and place it down. The reason we are putting the glass here is so that when those are broken, the glass doesn't fly off way over here or something and not land in the hopper. It is kind of forced to land in that hopper. And what do I need? So the glass is done, so I need to grab some observers and these blocks right here, and I'll try and finish this before the sun goes down so that we don't have to go sleep. But it should be a pretty easy fix here. So if I grab some dirt, I don't want to use dirt, but I mean, I guess we're going to end up covering this up anyway, so it's really not that big of a deal. So we are going to put the observer facing, not that way. I think we have to go from the back facing this way so that the face is this way, because it's going to detect from this side. And then let's break those. And I guess let's use the rest of those blocks, and we can actually make a few more there. I guess the easiest thing to do would just to be kind of do what we did with the staircase coming down for some redstone. So let's do that, and so I guess we could do this. So redstone here and here, here, coming down just like that, and it'll again do that. And then for this one, I don't remember how many blocks I put this out at, and I don't want to make it unsymmetrical. So if it is odd number, I will do it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So perfect. So I think we need to go out 6 blocks. 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the middle right here. We'll go out, put the observer there, and then put 1 block down, and then maybe go, sorry, I need to do it like this and go down 1 there, and then that, nope, that'll stop that, so that's not gonna work. Let me go sleep really quick, and then we will come back and fix that up. And then actually let me just grab some, instead of using dirt, I'm going to just use stone bricks because I have stone bricks. So I'm definitely not going to use the dirt in the build because I want it to look as clean as possible. So let me grab those and replace that, and then we're going to go replace the dirt for stone bricks in the back, and these are almost done growing, so that's a good sign. At least they are growing, and they're almost done, so by the time we finish this, they should be almost finished, completely growing. So let's do that, and we'll just place that block there, go up, and let me think about how I can do this. So if we change the way this comes down to here, I think we can just make it simple like that, and then take those blocks out and this block, and then that should, in theory, work. So how many blocks? Okay, so that's not that bad, not that far. Same with this one, it's not that far, so this should completely work. Should I wait for it to naturally do it? Oh, that one's about to do it anyway, so I guess we can sit here and wait for that one to grow, or I'm just gonna keep it recording, and I'll keep it facing at this, and then I'm not gonna talk because it might take like a minute before this goes off, but I'm just gonna sit it right here and have it record, and then you can see it go off. And as you saw right there, okay, so this is a problem that I need to fix. So those blocks are getting double powered or something. So this is something I saw when I was kind of testing this. These blocks right here getting powered and left out. So I am not sure really how to fix that. I'm thinking if I maybe move this back 1 block like that, maybe that would fix it. I'm really not great at redstone, so I'm not completely sure what caused this to do that. And then yeah, so those blocks are sitting there. Normally they'd be pushed, and I need to, let me change out the pick for the silk touch so I can grab this glass, and then okay, so here we go. We're picking all this up, putting those back, put the glass back, and then we're gonna go back to the top and see if changing that repeater out actually fixed it. So let's hop up here and put a block there, so they all go out and they all go back in. It's a little bit lagged, so let's test this one. They all go out and they all go in. So it's pretty laggy redstone here, but should be running. So I wonder how many we got from that. So actually it would be at the bottom. So 29, so let's just fill this up with bamboo, just like this. And then they're gonna stack all nice and neat, and then just do that for now. And I'll eventually take all this out. I'm not really too sure. I might just honestly put some lava and just break all of these chests, because these are kind of useless. Other than like leather and name tags and some stuff like that, it's kind of relatively useless. I might keep a little bit of fish and maybe some ink sacs, so I don't have to go really craft those. But for right now, I am going to break down all of these and just move them over to those chests over there, just because these are kind of looking kind of randomly placed here, so I don't want them just sitting out here with all the trees and stuff, because they don't look as uniform as, let's say, the farm right here. So I'm going to take all these, and as you can see, we got 6 cactus, so we're slowly growing on that. Not the most efficient farm, not the biggest farm, so eventually down the road, when we do get into maybe the industrial furnace, or maybe instant repair, if you didn't know, furnaces actually keep all of their XP stored. So basically what happens is, for every item that is smelted, even if it's taken out of there via a hopper, it's going to keep the amount of XP that the smelting would have given you. So you can go through and do an automatic farm. Oh no, all those are up there. Alright, so I'm going to grab those, but so even if you do an automatic farm and let's say smelt cactus into cactus green, you can basically get an instant level, like 30 levels, or an instant repair on a tool. It's kind of complicated, so I will explain that more when we get there. We're not really there yet. That's something that we're going to do eventually, but this is a weird lighting glitch right here, so I think if I do that, maybe the lighting glitch will kind of go away a little bit. I'm not really too sure why this class does it. In the slime farm, it does it too, so I'm not really fully sure why it does that, but I think we can condense this down. So maybe when I add a backside to this off camera, I'll condense it down. But right now, this is looking pretty good just for a starter farm, and maybe down the road we will move it and make it look a little bit nicer. And that's like probably when we get into flying machines. Maybe we can do a sugarcane and a bamboo farm all in one with a flying machine, and that's when I'll start using the block pallets that I'm going to use in the future. I know in the very first episode we picked out a pretty cool block pallet that I haven't been using, and that's because number one, we don't have all of those resources that are needed for that pallet, and number two, this is just starting, and this is going to get torn down eventually, maybe in like 10-15 episodes. So when we get working on the base, that's when we'll probably start tearing this stuff down. But I think I'm going to leave this small base right here and just add some more stuff down over here, because it's kind of something, this is the very first thing we've ever done on the series, so I'm going to leave it. But obviously, like, this is going to go, and these guys are going to go, and this is going to go. Everything kind of here is going to go. But anyways, I think that is going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like on it, and if you really liked it, think about subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.